Okay, so I'm gonna do this from my phone. Um, so I haven't gotten around to doing a video about this stuff yet. I've been wanting to get around to it, but this is the new book for Macross, the new encyclopedia thingy, that basically tells you everything about, Macross. And look, we have Ishtar right here, and we have, where do you go? Where the hell did that go? The down here, and we have the VF2SS here. So yes, we have Macross 2 all over this. And just to make you all fucking jealous, as something to put under this, which I still have in the plastic because I'm not taking it out. These are the clear files, the A4 size clear files that you could only get from the movie theater when you saw Macross Delta Zeta Raibu. So, yes, I went to see the movie. I have that. I also have the pamphlet around here, which I could do a video about that at some point. I have the window open, so yeah, you'll probably hear some sirens and stuff. But anyway, so this is what it is. It's a full color, outside of like these little art designs. So I want to look at the series listing here. So it has all of them listed. So we start at the top. Page 6 is Macross TV series, and then 12 is Do You Remember Love? Then Flashback 2012, then Macross Plus, then Plus Movie Edition, 7, the 7 movie on page 23, along with Dynamite 7, 0, F, F first movie, F second movie, FB7, which is just bullshit, and then Toki no Meikyu, which is the little 15-minute short. Then we have Delta, we have first Delta movie, which is garbage. We have Delta Zeta Raibu, which is not in the previous book that they released about a year ago. And look at what this has. Macross 2, Lovers Again. Now, this actually has quite a lot of interesting stuff in here. Now, it talks about songs in Macross and love triangles in Macross. And outside of Macross 2, because Kawamori had nothing to do with it, they actually have comments from him about that. And then here, he talks about the 40 years of evolution of the Valkyrie and the future of the Valkyrie, which is a special interview with Kawamori that's specific for this. Then there's also Itano, who is the, Itano Circus. And also Unknown Case, which I believe did a lot of the stuff for Macross Delta. And then they have a kind of like a dictionary of vocabulary that's used throughout Macross, and they do include them throughout the book here. So you can see here you've got, stuff from the TV series that explains a story, the love triangle, the main Valkyrie, of course, is the 1J because Ichijo is the main character. And then here's a explanation about like the original design of the Valkyries when they still were going to call the show Mega Road. What was it? Space City Mega Road or something like that was the original name of it. And they have a lot of Kawamori's notes for the story here in Japanese, the story outlines, and all this stuff here is like explanations from Kawamori himself, I believe. And then, of course, we've got line art here. We've got pictures. So you have the Macross here. You have some pictures of scenes that came out of it and stuff like this. Line arts that he did and artwork that he did for all of it. And here is the Macross City, the South Ataria Islands. And then you get into, of course, Do You Remember Love? They talk about the love triangle. They show different character designs. They show the main Valkyrie, which is the VF1S, which is Hikaru's. And then it has like a whole bunch of storyboard stuff here, like how he design the story. Then here's some of the outlines of the story for different scenes with like when they're doing the Zentradi stuff. This is the final scene, the original artwork that they did for the final scene in the battle. So you can tell Min Mei looks a little bit different. Her hair is down, not like it looks more like this. So you can see the comparisons between Kawamori's basic designs and what it ended up being animated as. And then of course down here we have the flashback 2012 stuff, which isn't really covered very much. Then we have Macross Plus OVA version. Then you talk about the love triangle. They do make a very big point of pointing out the love triangle in all the series. Of course, they talk about the main Valkyries. And then here's a lot of the stuff like the storyboards, like how the story was going to go, what they got rid of, all kinds of cool stuff. And then they talk about the movie edition a little bit and how it's different, and how they added new scenes to it. And then we get to 7, of course, and then the love triangle, which really isn't a love triangle, you can say. This is actually quite interesting. And we get into the storyboards here with certain episodes. This is the intro, if I recall correctly. Or wait a minute, let's see, what was it? The Macross Havent opening, yeah. This is the original opening. Like the storyboards for the opening. Yeah, I think this is also the opening as well. Yeah, this is and showing off what Firebomber looks like. And then we have like the movie edition here, and we have the that looked kind of weird. Then we have Dynamite 7 explanation here. Then we go into Macross 0. We talk they don't really mention. Well, here's the love triangle here. It's kind of hard to see because of Sada being like right at the corner of the stinging page. So you have Mao, Sheen, and Sada, and then you have the VF Zeros. And then, of course, we move on to like Frontier, the Frontier TV series, the Messiah, stuff like that. And then we get into the movie stuff. So you've got the Itsuari no Tahime, the first movie. Then we have the second movie, Sayonara no Tsubasa. And then, of course, here we have the FB7 stuff. And then here we have the Toki no Meikyu little explanation here. Because it's really short, so they just piled it all together. And then we get into Delta and the love triangle, which actually gets removed thanks to the second movie. Thank you very much, Kawamori. And then we have like storyboard stuff here. The base of what the original name was to be Macross Watakyure, and they changed the name to Delta. And they just named the idol group Watakyure. And then there's a lot of the story stuff here with Kawamori's handwritten notes. Then we have the first movie. We have the second movie. Of course, one of my favorite scenes is this with, right after the birth of Yamikure. And just to make sure everybody gets it right, it is not Yami Mikumo. It's Yami Kumo. Reina named her, okay? Reina names her in the freaking movie, calls her Yami Kumo. So her name is Yami Kumo. Do not say Yami Mikumo. The only one who has a special name is Yami Kumo. All the rest of them is Yami Furea, Yami Makina, Yami Reina, Yami Kaname, but not Mikumo, okay? Just, I don't like it when people don't call her correctly. And of course, we have Macross 2. And we have the love triangle here. Of course, there's Ishtar here. It's the same pictures on the front. Then the main Valkyrie being the VF2SS. And they use Sylvie's as the main base of it. They talk about it a little bit. But because Kawamori had nothing to do with it, he doesn't really have any comment on it. And they describe the entire timeline. So this is an entire chronology here, going back to the beginnings of protoculture and all the way through, the original Macross and flashback, and then, all the stuff that happens in between. So it talks about Mega Road 1 disappearing, in 2038, so this one here, 2038, Maximilian Genius becomes the captain of Macross 7 battle group, and they leave Earth, and his wife is the vice captain, or the second in command of the battle fleet. Even though she ends up being elected as mayor of Macross City, she also has that role as well. Then 2039 is the beginning of Sharon Apple stuff. So they left Earth before the Sharon Apple incident. Now, one thing that they add here that's quite interesting is this 2027 March is Mega Road 4. Mega Road 4 arrives in Windermere, and it's the first contact that the humanity has with Windermere. So they added this to the timeline, so it connects more to what happens, why there's a whole problem with the fighting between all of the Earth and Windermere for so long. And then they talk about the firebomber stuff, and then here actually, so here on the planet Zola, which is actually quite interesting. I didn't read through all of these, but Miranda Farina Genus, who is the 5th daughter of Maximeria, she gives birth to Mirage in 2049 on Zola. So the same planet that Dana was born on is also the same planet Mirage is born on, and it's also the year after. No, it's 2 years after Basara goes to Zola, because it was a year after the events of the TV series that the Dynamite 7 takes place. So you have all this stuff here. Then you have all the Delta stuff here, and the Frontier stuff talking about Bajira and all that stuff. And then you have all the Delta stuff here. And they color code it so you know exactly which series you can look at. Like here, the details about the protoculture here. And then the ASS-1 here is based on the original Macross TV series. ASS-1 is Alien Starship 1, which is the SDF-1, which is later named by humanity, the Macross. So you have all these connections here. Like this is, then here is the stuff from Macross 0. So you can see it color codes everything so you know what to look for and what series it connects to. Now, just to I'm going to do a full detailed explanation of all this later. But I want everybody to look right here. It says 2090 the Marduk go to Earth. So, this is the official chronology in the new encyclopedia, and they are recognizing Macross 2 as canon. So, anyone who's saying Macross 2 is not canon, is a parallel universe, shut the hell up. Done. It's over. This is the newest. I want to be very, very clear. This is the newest source book for Macross. This is the absolute newest, because it came out December 28th. So, this is the newest source book. In the newest source book, they're recognizing Macross 2 as canon. So anybody who says it's not canon needs to shut up, okay? And I'm going to go into this another time, but I want to just point this out because I want people to see this. And then here, it talks about like the Earth and Eden and how like all the planets connect together, like how Macross 7 goes to a nearby planet with, this is where Amelia shows up, and then here's Zola and the space whales. Shut up about the space whales. If we didn't have the space whales, you wouldn't have your Bajra, you Macross Frontier fans. And then you talk about the Windermere stuff up here. all the connections to that entire system. So like Windermere, Dagenham, and Randoru, Bordoru, Alfheim, and Al-Jahal, and all that stuff. So, and then here is the first page of the like vocabulary for Macross. So just to show you a few of them. So it has active stealth, which is for stuff like the VF-17 Nightmare and the VF-19S Blazer Valkyrie, which is Emerald Force. Then they have Anima Spiritua, where they explain a little bit of that. Oh, Utamiko, Emulator, from Macross 2 Lovers again. And there's a nice little picture of Ishtar there. So just pointing that out. And then they talk about the ghost. So it does it in, of course, the Japanese organization Akasata, right? And they talk about Shinsei Industry, which is, they did the VF1, and then, let's see, they also did the VF11 and the VF19 Excalibur. So, and then, so, I just wanted to show you a little bit of this stuff. Just so you know, I got it. I haven't done any real content in a while for this stuff, and they talk about songs and Macross. So this is a very deep, discussion. And then they describe the effect of songs by each singer in each series. So you have Mime, Mime, Ishtar, Sharon Apple, Firebomber, Serenome, Rankari, Sharonome, and Watercure. So, and they even put Ishtar here. So, and they even talk about what is she. So Mime is an idol, Ishtar's emulator, and then Sharon Apple's a virtual idol, and then Firebomber's a band, and then Saranome is the cousin of Michibikite, and then Ranka's idol, and then Cheryl's a singer. Don't know the difference. Basically the same shit. And then the Senjutsu Ongaku Unito Watercure stuff. So they go pretty deep into how songs work, which I've done a video on this, but I'll do a translation of this page in particular at some point, just so people get a chance to see what's going on. You have all this stuff here, so you have like Firebomber, you have Sharonome, you have Sara, you have, Ranka, oh, Yamikure, yay. And then, of course, one of the scenes that's basically kind of a spoiler to the second movie, but the second movie's out on DVD already, so that's why it's no big deal. Then they show that picture there from Delta TV series. They talk about the love triangles. So we have Ichijo, Mime, and Hayase, and then Ishtar, Hibiki, Sylvie. So yes, they're even showing the love triangle of 2, and they even have a nice little picture here of Sylvie and Hibiki. I love that. And then this scene with Minmei and Hikaru in the TV series, which I actually really, really like that scene. And the scene in the second Frontier movie where Ranka is like Aruto hugs Ranka, and then also in the second Delta movie where Hayate tells Fureya don't sing anymore. Those are both homages to this specific scene from the original Macross. And of course we get some Myung and Garudo and Isamu. Of course we have them here. And then here we've got the Macross 7 love triangle, which really isn't a love triangle. We have the Zero love triangle, the Frontier love triangle, and the Delta love triangle, which dies. And spoiler. And then here's the next set of vocabulary, like Daedalus Attack, Destroyed, Toggle Senso, which is the war that basically unified the government, Transformation, Tori no Hito, the New Edwards Test Flight Center, Fold Quartz, Fold, Pinpoint Barrier, Hannodang, the Barota Senki, which is basically the war with the Proto-Devlin. Yeah, so this is the kind of stuff. And then you get into here, and they get into the details of the Valkyries, like what some of the original designs were that Kawamori had. And then So you get some of this crazy stuff here from like Macross, like original stuff from that didn't actually get used. This is what the original Fire Valkyrie was going to look like. I mean, it's really cool, some of the stuff they have in here. A lot of the little line art stuff. Here's the original Messiah design that he came up with. And then you have like you have the Messiah, the Siegfried, and the what was that thing? The Lucifer. I mean, these are all like rough designs that Kawamori had that ended up being changed later. You have his rough sketches here. And there's also a specific section here where it talks about how all the different Valkyries technologically connect together. Now, the Macross 2 Valkyries are not here because directly, it's actually the VF2SS is based on the VF1s, not on any of the later stuff. So it's based on the VF1s, and there's the VF2 Icarus, which is used for atmospheric battles. They don't show it in this book, which is kind of stupid. But and they don't show the Metal Siren either. but the VF2SS was based on the VF1 series, so that's why it's closer to this, and they don't actually explain it here. But that's basically known for that. And then here's the stuff with Itano, the interview with Itano and them. And that's just a whole long page of interviews dealing with, like, you know, Macross 0 and stuff. And then here's the final page of the vocabulary. And then you have, here's all your character encyclopedia. So it has all the stuff from the TV series, and you have the designs from the movie. Then we get here. We get all the stuff here is Macross Plus, different designs. There's Marge there, there's Lucy there, and they even have Kate and Morgan there, which is kind of cool. Then we have the 7 pages. I'm really like this page because it even tells you all the names of all the other operators that were there on the bridge, besides, you know, Sally and Miho, which Miho. And they show all this stuff here. They show Emerald Force here. They show Kindyu, who ends up dying later. You have Dick and Morley, who were with Gomling at the end of the series. Then you have all the other characters here. You have like Honey Suzuki, Alice Holiday, you have Barton. You have the twins up here, and they actually have their names there too, which is kind of cool. You have Irina Hayakawa, and then you have you actually have the name of Fujika's son and wife, which I've never seen that before. So this is really interesting. They have the TV announcer's name, Nishi, so the woman who's on TV. And then we have all the stuff from all the characters from the 7 movie, Dynamite 7, and then we have all the stuff from 0, so like Nora and Arias and Iwanov and Roy and all them, and Edgar, Hasen, the bad guy. And we have Nutuku. And we have all the Frontier stuff. So, like, from the TV series, all the different designs there. We have all the different designs here for the different costumes. And there's Ninjing. And then all of the side characters that popped up in the TV series. And then we have all the stuff from the movies here. So, like, Aruto and his actual kabuki thing. Then all the costumes that Cheryl has, all the costumes that Ranka uses in the movies. Then we have all this is like the Ranka stuff, and then Mihail dressed as lovely bomber, which I think is stupid as hell. But anyway, and then we get into the Delta stuff here, where we have all we have Delta Squad, we have the Kishidan, and then we have Watakude, different costumes. Then we have all these extra costumes here, and then this is also getting into Zettai Dive. So we have like Max and Exodore, and then the village elder. We have Yohang. We have Sydney Hunt. We have Ian Cromwell. We have Yami Kyude here, and then we have all the Macross 2 stuff, all the Macross 2 characters. These are basically all the main characters, so I'm really happy they put all of them in there. Like, they even put Irinshi there, and she's only in for, like, part of an episode, and they put Mash in there just for part of it. And they actually give a lot of respect to Macross 2. I wish they gave it a little bit more, but, that's okay. And then we have the mechanic stuff, so it's all the Valkyrie designs, the Macross designs, and Maximilia's 1J. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a Maximilian fanboy, so, whenever I see that, I lose my mind. And we've got Max's 1A from the TV series here, his first Valkyrie. And then we have, like, all the stuff from Do You Remember Love? So, like, Maximilia's battle suits, which I have the Yamato figures for these. We have the design we have the Mega Road 1, we have the Macross. We have Max's VF1S, which we only see for the fight when he's fighting with Myriad. Then we have all the Macross Plus stuff, so the VF11B Thunderbolt. The C is the one in Macross 7. The B is the one in the OVA of Plus. So you kind of see. And then we got Maximilian Streamvogel. Then we have the stuff from, this is from Dynamite 7. The Zola security people. Then this is the VF-19P. That's a patrol use that Basara ends up stealing because Basara reasons. Then we have all this stuff from Zero. We have the Frontier stuff. So this is almost over, so I'm just showing it all off. And then we have more stuff from Frontier. More stuff from Frontier. It even has like the Bajira down here at the bottom, so if you want to see that. Then we get into the movie version, so Tornado Pack, the Durandal, the Queen Frontier, the Macross Quarterhow looks a little bit different. Then we have the stuff from Delta. We have the main stuff from the TV series here. And then we have the stuff from the the first movie, which was added, so the Gurashion and the Megashion, and then the full armored the armored Siegfrieds plus Mirage's Draken 3. And then we get into the Zettai Live stuff, so like the Kairos Plus, all the full armor Kairos Plus, and then the one at the end of the movie when there's the Super Ghost put on there, and then we have all the other stuff here. So we have Max's Durando, we have Borg's Draken 3, which you only see at the beginning of the freaking movie. We have all the other armored types there, including Borg's armored Kairos Plus. And then we have Macross 2 down here. So it only shows Fef's Gigamesh and the VF2SS Sylvie's, even though there's quite a few more in there. And that's basically it. And then here's for the final tour of Watakude. So that's basically it. That's the book. And here's the back if you just want to see it for Macross 40th anniversary. So I just wanted to show everybody really quickly. It wasn't really quick. That's a 30-minute video. But I wanted to show off that I got it. I'm going to be doing the chronology translation I'm going to be comparing this one to this one. As you can see, I've mentioned that I've owned this, and you can see my hand here. so you know I actually physically have this. This is the one that was released in December of last year. This is the newest one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the timelines between both of these. They should be pretty much the same outside of the delta zeta stuff. But and plus like some of the other stuff added in there to connect the series to different points in the timeline and stuff like that. But anyway, wanted to show it off, show everybody it's here, and I'm going to use these books to do a timeline translation when I get some time. So when I get time, I will definitely do something about this. But for right now, I'm pretty busy and I'm pretty tired with work with my new job. So we'll see when that happens. But I want everybody to see it's here. And so hope everybody enjoyed this video, taking a look through this book, because it's only in Japanese. And unless you understand Japanese, you won't even know what's being said in there. So I thought I'd show it off. So anyway, that's all for this video. And I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be the timeline video.